In the heart of the African savanna, between the ancient acacia trees, lay the village of Kijani. This village was renowned for its close-knit community and deep connection to the spiritual world. The people of Kijani were as vibrant as the colorful beads they wore, and their lives were intertwined like the roots of the acacia trees. The village of Kijani was a place where the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and gold every evening, and the air was filled with the sounds of laughter and song. Thatched huts with conical roofs dotted the landscape, surrounded by lush fields of maize and millet. The villagers, dressed in bright, patterned kitenge fabrics, moved gracefully through their daily tasks, their faces glowing with contentment and pride. In the center of the village, near the communal well, stood Mama Akua's hut. It was adorned with intricate carvings and colorful beads, a testament to her status as a respected healer. Inside, the air was thick with the aroma of herbs and the soft glow of candles, casting a serene atmosphere over the space. One evening, as the sun set and the shadows grew long, Mama Akua sat in her hut, staring at a worn photograph of Sefu, her long-dead rival. The flickering candlelight revealed the deep lines of worry etched on her face. She clutched a small, intricately carved wooden box that contained her darkest secrets, potions and charms used in her past misdeeds. As she opened the box, memories flooded her mind. She remembered the day she had found Nia, a tiny baby abandoned at the edge of the village. Nia's mother, Sefu, had died under mysterious circumstances, and Mama Akua had taken the child in hoping to atone for her jealousy-driven actions. But now, as Nia blossomed into a beautiful young woman, Mama Akua's fears and jealousy resurfaced. Nia's beauty was like a beacon in Kijani. Her smile could light up the darkest corners of the village, and her laugh was a melody that brought joy to all who heard it. She was often seen helping the elderly, playing with the children, and spreading kindness wherever she went. Jengo, the chief's son, was captivated by Nia's grace and compassion. He was a tall, strong young man with a heart as noble as his lineage. Every time he saw Nia, his heart swelled with love and admiration. One day, he approached her with a simple, yet heartfelt proposal. "Nia," Jengo said, his voice trembling with emotion, "I wish to make you my bride. Your beauty and kindness have captured my heart, and I want to spend my life by your side." Nia's cheeks flushed with a rosy hue, and she nodded shyly. "I would be honored, Jengo." As the moonless night enveloped Kijani in darkness, Mama Akua prepared for a ritual she had sworn never to perform again. In the deepest part of the forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the shadows danced, she built a ritual fire. The flames flickered and cast eerie shadows on the surrounding trees. Mama Akua chanted incantations, her voice rising and falling like the wind through the trees. She called upon the spirits of the ancestors, offering them sacrifices and pleading for their assistance. The air grew thick with a palpable energy, and the flames seemed to burn with an unnatural intensity. With trembling hands, Mama Akua took a vial of dark liquid and poured it into the fire. The flames roared, and a cloud of smoke billowed up, carrying her curse to Nia. The next morning, Nia woke up feeling strange. Her once bright eyes were now clouded with confusion, and her cheerful demeanor was replaced by an eerie silence. As she walked through the village, the villagers noticed the change and began to whisper among themselves. Nia's condition quickly worsened. She began to have violent outbursts, lashing out at anyone who came near her. Her voice, once a soothing melody, now echoed through the village in harsh, unintelligible tongues. She wandered the village aimlessly, her once graceful movements now erratic and disturbing. One day, Nia stormed into the bustling market, her eyes wild and unfocused. She grabbed handfuls of fruit from the stalls and hurled them at the villagers, screaming incoherently. The market descended into chaos as people scattered, trying to avoid her wrath. The villagers, terrified and confused, began to believe that Nia was possessed by evil spirits and started to avoid her. Despite the growing fear and whispers among the villagers, Jengo refused to abandon Nia. He watched her from a distance, his heart breaking with each passing day. Desperate to save the woman he loved, he sought out Baba Kofi, an elder healer known for his wisdom and deep understanding of both light and dark magic. Jengo found Baba Kofi in his secluded hut, surrounded by ancient tomes and sacred artifacts. The old healer listened carefully as Jengo explained Nia's condition and his suspicions about Mama Akua. Baba Kofi nodded gravely. "There is a powerful curse at work here," he said. "We must act quickly to uncover the truth and save Nia." With Baba Kofi's guidance, Jengo gathered the necessary ingredients for a divination ritual. They met at the edge of the village, under the ancient baobab trees. Baba Kofi chanted softly, calling upon the spirits for guidance. As the incense smoke swirled around them, a vision of Mama Akua performing the dark ritual appeared before their eyes. Filled with anger and sorrow, Jengo confronted Mama Akua. She broke down under his intense gaze, tears streaming down her face as she confessed her sins. The villagers gathered around, horrified by her revelations. "I was consumed by jealousy and fear," Mama Akua sobbed. "I used dark magic to curse Nia, just as I had cursed a few years ago. I never meant for it to go this far." Baba Kofi, in his wisdom, decided that the only way to save Nia was through forgiveness and redemption. A ritual of purification was arranged. Mama Akua had to atone for her sins by confessing to the ancestors and asking for their forgiveness. She was instructed to gather rare herbs and perform a cleansing ritual under Baba Kofi's guidance. On the night of the ritual, the entire village gathered around the sacred fire. Mama Akua, her face etched with remorse, performed the cleansing ritual with Baba Kofi's guidance. The flames danced and flickered, casting long shadows as she chanted and offered the herbs to the spirits. As the ritual reached its climax, Mama Akua fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "Ancestors, I beg for your forgiveness. I have wronged my daughter and my village. Please lift this curse and bring Nia back to us." In a miraculous turn of events, Nia's condition began to improve. The curse was lifted, and she gradually returned to her former self. The villagers, moved by the power of forgiveness and redemption, welcomed Nia back with open arms. Jengo and Nia's love blossomed, and they were soon married in a grand celebration that united the village. The air was filled with the sounds of drums and laughter as the villagers danced and sang in celebration. Nia, radiant in her traditional wedding attire, looked at Jengo with eyes full of love and gratitude. The dark clouds that had hung over Kijani had finally lifted, replaced by a bright future filled with hope and unity. Mama Akua, though forgiven, chose to live a life of penance. She dedicated herself to helping others and teaching the next generation the importance of using their knowledge and powers for good. The story of Nia and Mama Akua became a powerful tale of love, jealousy, forgiveness, and redemption, passed down through generations as a reminder of the consequences of dark magic and the healing power of forgiveness. The village of Kijani thrived, its people bound together by the lessons learned from Nia and Mama Akua's journey. And under the ancient baobab trees, the spirit of unity and love continued to flourish, ensuring that the story would never be forgotten.